Maria, a hardworking single mom, steps into a grocery store with one goal: to feed her kids on a tight budget. Have you ever felt judged for just trying to get by? Well, that's what happens to Maria when a rich woman mocks her at the checkout. But what comes next might surprise you. Stick around for the full story. Before we dive in, we'd love to know, where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments below so we can bring you more stories that hit close to home. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free, and it makes sure you never miss our upcoming stories. All right, let's dive into Maria's day. It was a busy Saturday afternoon at the grocery store. The aisles were packed with people grabbing weekend supplies. Maria, a single mom in her late 20s, pushed her cart through the crowd. She wore a faded jacket and jeans, her dark hair pulled back in a loose ponytail. In the cart sat her 5-year-old son, Jacob, swinging his little legs while holding a beat-up toy car. Maria didn't look fancy, but her eyes were sharp-focused on every price tag she passed. She had $40 in her pocket, and that had to stretch for the week. Every cent mattered. Maria stopped in the cereal aisle. She pulled out a small stack of coupons from her purse, carefully clipped from newspapers and flyers. She compared to boxes. One was $4.99, but with her coupon, it had dropped to $2.50. She smiled a little. "So work," she whispered to herself, tossing it in the cart. Jacob giggled and said, "Can we get the one with the marshmallows, Mommy?" Maria crouched down, ruffling his hair. "Not today, buddy, but this one's yummy too, I promise." Nearby, another woman strutted through the store. Her name was Kieran. Yes, really, Kieran. She was in her 50s, decked out in a designer coat, shiny boots, and a purse that screamed money. Her blonde hair was perfectly styled, and her nails were painted bright red. Karen wasn't here for basics. She tossed fancy cheeses and a bottle of imported sparkling water into her cart, barely glancing at the prices. To her, this store was just a quick stop before her weekend brunch plans. By chance, Maria and Karen ended up at the checkout at the same time. Maria went to a line with a young cashier named Tyler, a skinny kid with glasses, maybe 19 years old. She started unloading her cart: a loaf of bread, some canned veggies, a pack of chicken, and that coupon cereal. She handed Tyler her stack of coupons, saying quietly, "These should all work." Double-checked. Tyler nodded and started scanning. Karen was in the next lane over, but she noticed Maria. She saw the coupons, the plain clothes, the little boy in the cart. Her lips curled into a smirk. Then, loud enough for everyone nearby to hear, she said, "Oh wow, coupons. What is this, the 90s? Can't afford to shop like a normal person?" She laughed a sharp, mean sound. Maria froze. Her hands stopped midway through, unpacking her cart. She felt her cheeks heat up, but she didn't look at Karen. She just kept her eyes on Tyler, who was scanning slower now, glancing nervously. Between the two women, a few other shoppers turned their heads, some looking awkward, others frowning at Karen. Maria took a deep breath and said, "I'm just buying what my son needs." Her voice was steady, but inside, her heart was racing. She hated this being singled out, embarrassed, all for trying to save a few bucks. Karen rolled her eyes. "Sure, whatever you say. Maybe if you got a better job, you wouldn't need handouts like that." She waved her hand at the coupons like they were trash. Jacob looked up at Maria, his big eyes confused. "Mommy, why is she talking like that?" He asked loud enough for Karen to hear. Maria forced a smile and leaned down. "Some people just like to talk, sweetie. Don't worry about it." But her hands shook a little as she handed Tyler the last coupon. Karen snorted. "Teaching him to make excuses already?" "Figures." She turned back to her own cart, muttering, "People like you are why prices keep going up for the rest of us." Tyler finished scanning Maria's items. "Oh, that's $34.87 with the coupons," he said, his voice quiet. Maria pulled out her cash, counting it carefully, and handed it over. She just wanted to get out of there. But as Tyler bagged her groceries, something caught his eye in Karen's lane. Karen had moved up to pay. She swiped her fancy credit card, but as her cashier bagged her stuff, Tyler noticed something odd. A small jar of caviar, $50 at least, wasn't in her bags. It was tucked under her coat, half hidden. Tyler's eyes widened. He'd seen this before. Shoplifters weren't always who you'd expect. He leaned over to Maria's lane and whispered, "To her? Hold on a sec." Then he called out, "Hey, ma'am, did you forget to scan that?" He pointed at Karen's coat. Karen spun around, her face going red. "What are you talking about, kid?" "Mind your own business." But the cashier? In her lane looked closer and saw it too. The jar slipped out, clattering onto the counter. Gasps rippled through the checkout lines. I didn't mean to," Karen stammered, but it was too late. The store manager, a stern woman named Linda, walked over. "Ma'am, we need to talk about this in the back," Linda said firmly. Karen's smug attitude vanished. She grabbed her purse and huffed. "This is ridiculous. I don't need this stuff anyway." But Linda wasn't letting it go. "We've got cameras. Let's check them." Maria stood there, bags in hand, watching it unfold. She didn't say a word, but Jacob tugged her sleeve. "Mommy, did she take something?" Maria nodded slowly. "Looks like it, buddy."
What?
A few. Minutes later, Linda came back out. Karen was nowhere in sight. Escorted out, people whispered. Linda walked over to Maria. "Hey, I'm sorry about what she said to you. That's not how we run things here." She handed Maria a small gift. "Card $10? It's not much, but take it." "You didn't deserve that." Maria blinked, surprised. "Oh, thank you. I didn't expect this." Linda smiled. "You're a good mom. Keep doing what you're doing." As Maria left the store, pushing her cart with Jacob chatting happily, she felt lighter. Not because of the gift card, but because she'd stayed calm. She'd shown her son that you don't have to fight every bully sometimes. Life sorts it out for you. And back inside, the other shoppers were still buzzing about Karen, the rich lady who stole. Funny how things turn out, so that was. The story of Maria, mom, who faced judgment but came out stronger. What did you think about how it all turned around? Let us know in the comments. Did you ever see someone get caught like Karen did? If this story hit home for you, please hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, but it helps us a ton to keep sharing stories like these. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.